Hi everyone, it's Crystal and I'm back. It's been about a year since I've done anything with my YouTube channel and I apologize for that. As we all know, 2020 was a creature of a unique nature. And for those of you who do not know me, I suffer from a great deal of anxiety. And it's very hard for me to do videos and audios and phone calls, so I just kind of got burned out on it last year and couldn't really get myself to get going again. So here I am again, giving it another go. So thanks for hanging in there, thanks for coming back, or thanks for joining us. So every week I'm going to do, probably Mondays, I'm kind of playing around with it, the week forecast for each of the zodiac signs, starting with Aries and ending with Pisces. This will give you an idea of what to look forward to, what to prepare for, just kind of give you some insight. If you're not aware of the runes are an ancient Viking alphabet. You'll find that many of the symbols look much like the letters of our own alphabet, but they give you so much more insight. And as with any reading, this reading will also help you to connect to your intuition, connect to your guides, your inner being, whatever phraseology you use for your guidance. Hopefully you'll find that this weekly rune pull for your sign will give you some clarity each week. Okay? And with that, we'll begin. So you'll hear me off to the side, mixing and no, I'm not cheating. Got my eyes closed. And Aries, the first rune for Aries is Sowulo. Sowulo looks like an S. Sowulo is the rune of masculine energy. It represents the sun. It represents victory. It is a warrior rune. If you're familiar with masculine energy, those are the physical steps you have to take in order to be successful with something. Where feminine energy is the creative, the idea, the nurturing of the idea. These are the steps that you have to put into motion in order for it to happen. So this is wonderful because it's victory and success as well. So Aries, be prepared for that. Next we have Gemini. No, that's not true. Next we have Taurus. Taurus are bull. Okay. Now this is an interesting rune for where we're at because Rido is the rune of travel. And well, we're not traveling right now, or most of us aren't, but some of us may be. Most of the time this is travel that is long term or far away. It's normally overseas. I'm just wondering what's going on with my music here. There it is. It's normally overseas, but nowadays with planes, it doesn't have to be. You can go on a long trip or a road trip. It can be in a car. But this is everything flowing smoothly, that there's no lost luggage, that you don't get lost, that everything is just really smooth and no hiccups. This can be your life's path. So if you don't have any plans to travel, it could be how things are going with your journey, your daily journey. But most of the time it really is travel. So if you're thinking about travel, even in these days of, hyper safe travel, or trying to be hyper safe, it may be a good time to plan something or to go on what you may have already had planned but actually haven't gone yet. Okay, so let me know how this resonates with you, Tauruses. Okay, next we have Gemini. Gemini, we have Nothes. Nothes is the rune of self-sacrifice. Now that sounds kind of scary, like we take our head off and stick it on a spike out front. But this is a good self-sacrifice. This is when, anytime you would like something, you normally have to do something for it, correct? So let's say you want to lose weight and you want to get in shape, you want to get rid of that quarantine 15, and you decide you're going to stop eating cookies every day and you're going to get up an hour earlier to go walk, and you're giving up your time and you're giving up your favorite snack so that you can feel good and be healthier. And that's what this represents, self-sacrifice. This is you in control saying, I want this and I'll give up this. Next, we have Cancer. Cancer. This is Laguz. This is the rune of all things feminine. Like we had Sowulu in the beginning, we have Laguz now. Now Laguz is reversed. Runes can be upright, reversed, or non-reversible when they're the same either way that they go. Laguz is reversed. This is all things feminine. This is the moon. This is the water. This is intuition. This is being in the flow of that beautiful feminine creation energy. Now, when it's reversed, Cancer, this can mean that one of two things. Either you are so feminine energy, and it doesn't mean that you're female. A male can have high feminine energy as well, but think of our bodies as feminine and masculine energy, yin and yang. We really have to have those balance. Sometimes we need more feminine energy, sometimes we need more masculine energy. But this is representing either you're so high flying in that feminine energy, you're not really grounded in getting the steps done. It's like you're thinking about this wonderful business you want to start, but you don't actually want to start building the website. You don't really want to go get the permits. Or this can be that you have pulled away so much from that intuition, from your feminine energy, from that gut reaction, that it's time to reconnect. So only you really know what that is, whether you've indulged too much in it and need to pull back, or that you've pulled way far away from it. It's time to touch base. Now, tomorrow is going to be the full moon, so this is a good time to start doing that. Leo, we have our Leos. What is going to come up for Leo? Oh, Leo, this is a good one for you. This is the rune Yera. Yera is the rune of cycles. If you are familiar with my page and the name of my channel here, it's Kanaz Readings by Crystal. This rune is composed of two runes, one on the left and one on the right. They are the rune Kanaz. But together they represent Yera. Yera is, as you can see, non-reversible, and it represents cycle change. And here we are at the cusp of 2021. We just went through Yule and winter solstice. So there's a lot of shifting right now from one stage to another. Okay, Leo? So this may be you being a little confused. You may have one foot on the left side and one foot on the right side. So this would be the old stage, and this would be the new stage. Many times people want to get a reading when they're right there at that little cusp, that little limbo. So think about whether this is truly the year, or maybe it's going to be time to get back to work, or maybe you just graduated school, or maybe you're about to have a baby or get married. Whatever that change will be, this is you cycling from one to another. And many times we don't want to let go of the old one because it's like an old comfortable blanket, even if we hated it and we were trying to get through it. And now we've manifested this new stage that may be our dream stage. We want to do it, but there's some apprehension there because we're a little bit nervous about the unknown. There may be a learning curve to learn something new. So this is you making that change. Okay, next we have Virgo. Virgo has another irreversible rune here. Again, irreversible meaning that it's the same either way. Virgo, this is the rune Ewaz, not to be confused with the other rune Awaz. Ewaz is the rune of magical protection. This is beautiful. This is normally when you can look back on your life and you know that you've always been magically protected. No matter what stupid things you've been doing, somehow, some way, nothing ever happens to you. This is the little story that I tell of you're in a little red convertible, whether it's rented or it's yours, and you're driving along on a bright spring day. It's just warm and the colors seem brighter and you're in the zone. You are high flying and connected to your inner being. Your favorite song comes on. You are whipping around these mountain turns and singing at the top of your lungs, and you look up in your rearview mirror and guess what's there? Police officer with his lights on. You're like, no. You start making all these deals with God, the universe, Buddha, whatever your belief system is. And you're like, please don't let me get a ticket. I can't get points on my thing. And you know, that whole like high flying buzz thing is gone. And the cop pulls around you and pulls over the car in front of you. And you're just like, beep, beep, and waving as you fly by. But it was just, that is the perfect example of being magically protected. You know, as long as the more high flying you are and connected, the more often that you'll find yourself in these situations. And also just by getting that rune, you'll be noticing how magically protected you truly are. Not saying that bad things don't always never happen to you, but that when they do, they could have been a lot worse and you actually dodged a bullet. Next we have Libra. Libra, another non-reversible rune. Look at this going on. Libra, this is the rune Inguz. Inguz represents sperm or the seed, okay? This is that light bulb above your head, like, ta-da, oh, wow, wouldn't that be cool? Or, hey, I've got an idea. I have the perfect idea. And this could be your desire, a dream you want to do, something, some inspiration you want to move forward on. But this is just the seed. This is not you actually acting on it. You still have to plant it and water it and talk to it and put it in the sun. But this is the actual new seed of something. It is a male fertility rune. So Libras, if you are planning on getting pregnant or trying to get pregnant, this could be saying that you are on the cusp of that. Okay, Scorpio. You little wild devils. My daughter's a Scorpio, so I'm allowed to say that. Okay, Scorpios, what do we have for you? Okay, this one requires a little bit of speaking, a little bit of explanation. It's blank on both sides. But this is not the blank rune. Weird. Because when I got these guys, they were... One was missing, and it was Hagalas. Hagalas looks like an H with a diagonal crossbar in it. And it is non-reversible and represents the hailstorm. So Scorpios, this represents that unexpected storm that comes flying into your life you didn't see coming. Many people would say that 2020 was a hailstorm. So this is normally, you're going about your business, your daily routine, and boom, you get a call from immigration if you're living in another country and you're like, oh my God, I didn't see this coming. What do they want? Or it's just, you know, your boss calls you and says, you know, there's a situation we have to talk about. So it's something that gets you very anxious, very worried. How am I going to fix this? I didn't see this coming. Why me? But just as a hailstorm comes in fast and furious, it leaves just as quickly, however, leaving some destruction behind. But when you look back, you will realize the beauty or the lessons or the rewards for that. Because when a hailstorm leaves, it also leaves all the pellets of hail that have gone through and been magnetically and minerally charged through the atmosphere. And when those melt, They nourish all the little roots of the grass, the trees, and the flowers. So everything is cleaner because storms clean out with their negative ions, negative energy. Everything seems cleaner, fresher, brighter, and those little baby roots are now more nourished so that the grass will be greener, the flowers will be brighter, and the trees will be stronger. So it's well worth it once you look back. But when you're in the middle of it, it doesn't feel that way. Okay, next we have the wonderful sign of Sagittarius. Guess what? I am Sagittarius. And if you know a Sagittarius, you probably love them. We are the fun adventurers, although we are a fire sign, so we can be very moody. Okay, Sages. This is the rune Ewaz. No, not true. Awaz. We already did Ewaz. This is Awaz, and it's reversed. Awaz right side up looks like a normal M, and it represents partnership. Now this can be marriage, this can be business, but when it's upside down, it means conflict in this partnership. So it either means you need to be more aware and kind of connected to what's going on, especially a business partnership, but also with a marriage, to see if anything's being withheld from you. Also just focus on harmony. If you're getting into a new business, you may want to think twice about who you're getting into before it starts. Also, before marrying someone, make sure you have all the information. But you know, in any partnership, there's conflicts, there's disharmony. So this isn't a deal breaker, but this is indicating some type of a conflict existing. All right, next we have Capricorn. Our little goats of the zodiac, which that's the sign that we're in now. Okay, this is the rune Thurazaz. Thurazaz is Thor's hammer. This is upright. This represents protection and unexpected change, and there's a chaos in the unexpected change. It's a little bit like Hagalas, the hailstorm, but this is protection. If you think about Thor's hammer, Thurazaz, Thor uses the hammer to protect through the storms himself and the people he's protecting. So that even though there's chaos of the storm all around, you have the protection. So this is telling you that there is unexpected change going on or on the cusp of it, but you will be protected through it. Next, we have Aquarius. And please be sure to leave comments below and let me know what sign you are, where you are, how this is resonating with you, even in hindsight, even if you don't listen to this till Thursday and you say, oh my God, that like happened. How did she know? Well, the runes know. Okay. Aquarius. This is Perth. This is a female fertility rune. Right side up, it represents the uterus or the gambling cup, but this is upside down. Now this one has to be kind of unpacked a little bit because as the uterus, it's also a reflection of the universe. The uterus gives life, the universe gives life. You are connected to all of the genetic information in the uterus with the umbilical cord, and as a human you are connected to all the knowledge of the universe with the umbilical cord of your intuition. However, it's upside down. So what I want to tell you, Aquarius, if you have something this week that you need to decide, that you need to take a chance on, this is not the week to do it. As the gambling cup, this is saying do not take a chance. This is not the right time to do it. You are not aligned, you are not connected, you don't have all the information. And as the universe is saying, you're not being connected. It's a little bit like Laguz that we spoke about earlier, being connected to your intuition. This may be indicating that when we're worried or fearsome, we don't connect to our inner selves as well because we're pinching ourselves off from source. So this is the time like when you're really kind of all over the place or worried or or whatever it may be, you're not feeling centered. So this would not be the time to move forward on something. Okay, last but not least, we have our Pisces, our little fishies. And this is sweet. I'm going to pull a rune for all of us at the very end too. Okay, Pisces, this is the rune Gibo. Gibo is the same, right side up or upside down, so it's non-reversible, and it represents love, but it has a dual meaning. It can also mean the gift you were given in life. In Spanish, you're don. In English, there's not really, it's not a gift like a present, it's your gift, like your natural born talent that you're good at, that you enjoy doing. Some of us are healers, some of us are artists, and that's what this represents. Now, if you've ever been in love, especially in middle school or high school, and you sign those love letters XOXO, like in Gossip Girl, this is the X from that. This represents the love. So this is beautiful. This can be love all around you, the love you give, your gift. It's not just romantic love. It can be the love of nature, the love of your inner being, the love that you give. And normally when you work on your gift, it is coming from a place of love because you enjoy doing it. Okay, last but not least, let's do this overall for everybody. So everybody kind of gets 2 runes. Now, one thing I didn't say is that if you sat and listened to all of this and didn't just go jumping through to your sign, there's a message for everyone in every single rune. Many of us have signs in different houses of our charts, of our natal charts. So, you know, you may be a Capricorn, but you have a Scorpio rising, and you realize that the rune for Scorpio is really good, really resonates with you. And that's why, so actually every rune has a message for you. Okay, the overall rune is, remember the one that was blank but really wasn't blank? This is weird. This is the one that's blank, but really is blank. It has a little doohickey mabobbies above and below. This is weird. W-Y-R-D. So all of us are weird. No, just kidding. Weird is the rune of all the known and all the unknown. Kind of like it's blank and means nothing. It actually means everything. So as the universe and the Akashic records have everything of known and unknown that's been discovered that hasn't been discovered through time and space and dimensions, that's what this is. Again, it's non-reversible. So this is you as a reminder to remember that you don't need readings, you don't need crystals. You have that connection to the universe. Meditation will help you so much with that. Readings help clarify and connect you with that, but we all have the equal ability to connect to all the known and all the unknown. So I like that this is the last message for us. Okay, so I'm gonna pull that off the table and just say thank you so much for being here. I'm excited that I'm back. Please leave a comment below that where you are, what sign you are. I probably recognize some of you. If you're new, let me know. And I look very forward to this continuing on, hopefully more consistently than last year. Okay, get ready for this week. It's the last week of 2020. Many blessings. Bye.